targeting Israeli civilians. 1 million Israelis are under immediate danger of fire. This is not an intention for peace.
Okay,
this is terror intentions.
But I'm sure you're aware there's been wave after wave of demonstrations against the Israeli action in Gaza. In the end, the picture that is presented to the world is one of dead Palestinian women and children. I mean, how long can Israel continue the operation in the face of growing public condemnation?
Well, I know one thing. Israel cannot allow itself to continue such a situation. For 8 consecutive years, there were numerous Israelis, civilian, children, women, that were under immediate danger from fire rockets. This is an impossible security situation for us. We cannot go on like this anymore. This is exactly the reason why we went out for this operation. Now, Hamas had many opportunities. Hamas has asked for calm. And during this calm, Hamas broke it numerous times when launching rockets while the calm took place. Hamas caused the collapse of the calm. So I think we gave many, many chances to Hamas. We left Gaza 3 years ago. We hope the Palestinians would take the opportunity and go for peace. This did not happen. Hamas chose to invest in arming, in building training facilities and so on. We have to defend our country, and this is exactly what we're doing.
Okay, obviously Hamas, as we've seen from the rocket fire, has remained defiant. Hamas has promised that Gaza will become a graveyard for Israeli soldiers. It's not going to be an easy task to overcome them, is it? Particularly if it comes down to fighting in the streets of Gaza.
Well, you're right. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be short. For the past 2 years, we have trained our soldiers, reserve and regular, in a variety of scenarios. We implemented the lessons we learned in the Lebanese war. We emphasized the training on urban warfare. And I think that today we're in a different place. The soldiers are more trained, they are more prepared, and they are in a stronger place than 2 years ago.
I was going to ask if you thought lessons have been learned from the Israeli campaign in Lebanon against Hezbollah, because that, in the aftermath of that, Hezbollah were left stronger than ever.
I don't agree with you. The fact that the Lebanese border has stayed quiet for the past 2.5 years shows exactly the Israeli deterrence. I think that we are in a stronger place than we were 2.5 years ago. We had many achievements from that war, and we also have some lessons to be learned, and we have implemented those lessons. I believe that, as you can see, Hamas is weakening. We're only the 9th day of the operation, and Hamas's launching capabilities have decreased tremendously and impressively in our point of view. Therefore, I'm sure we'll obtain the goal of trying to return some sense of security to the civilians in Israel.
Can you give us some idea of the number of troops that are being used in this operation, and whether you're going to call up the reserves, which I know you've been given approval to do?
Well, naturally, I cannot get into specifics. I can tell you, however, that we did call reservists, a great number of reservists, to come and back up the regular army if we need to. In addition, we're looking at the other fronts in the country and monitoring different kinds of alerts in any case of a flare-up.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for joining us, Major Avital Leibovich, spokesperson for the Israeli military, live from Jerusalem there.